Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 24 and another part of our Lewis Hamilton career mode with Ferrari. Now, with the upcoming game and release of F1 25, we are going to try and speed things up a little bit to try and get this season finished. So we are going to be doing short weekends, one shot qualifying. We are going to also do 5-lap races. That does mean, though, that everything is going to be 100% live commed. So, yeah, looking forward to that and the challenge of that, of course. Obviously, if we had more time before the new game, we would take the time to do everything properly. But it is what it is, isn't it? You know, there's not really... not really anything we can do. We'll get that in. Yeah, that'll be. Oops, that'll be in for the Hungarian Grand Prix. So we have got Austrian sprint race. We've got the Austrian
I'm afraid to say that
feature
we had a major
race
issue on the production.
And the British Grand Prix in this video. So it's going to be quite a long one. But yeah, we're going to do both of the races, and we'll see how it all turns out. It should hopefully be quite exciting. So let's head into it. How do we do it? So we want very short, one-shot qualifying, and 5-lap races. That looks pretty good to me. Sprint is 3 laps. So that's all pretty good. And you know what? I think we're just going to do quick practice sessions as well. I'm just going to go out there without any practice. We'll see what happens. It's probably a really terrible idea, but well, we'll see. As I say, it might go very wrong, and we might regret it, but we'll have fun along the way. There we go. Right, let's get ourselves into qualifying then. Sprint qualifying. Obviously, we get a little bit of practice from doing that. But yeah, this is going to be hilariously bad. I might reduce the difficulty just slightly, since we're not doing any practice. And we'll see if that improves anything. So, yeah. Is it there? If we go on to difficulty, if we go maybe 95, that looks good. Let's get ourselves into sprint qualifying. One shot. Let's make it count.
High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
There he is, Mr. Hamilton. We are going to go into car setup, and we're going to trust our setup from last year. Going to add a little bit more front wing to it. I don't know if that engine braking is any good, but I guess we're about to find out here. Let's go to track. Here we go then. A lap of Austria. A little bit of ERS as well to just try and find a little bit of straight line speed. That's a pretty good corner. Leclerc currently leading the way out of everybody. Okay. It's pretty close, you know. Not a good final corner, though. Verstappen is going to take pole. We are going to be 7th. Just a bad last corner unfortunately. That's the sort of thing that you get into the rhythm of. But 7th place, I mean, we'll take that. We will take that, I suppose. Quick look at that then. And yeah, 3/10 off Charles Leclerc. I mean, in one lap, that's not too bad. If we didn't have that incident at the end, probably would have qualified 4th. But we'll see what we can do in the race, I suppose.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Norris, Perez, Russell, Hamilton, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Albon, Ricciardo, Ocon, Gasly, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Joe, Sargent, and Théo Pourchaire. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great...
Yes, I think you might have been a bit broke
if we want to get another points finish today. Let's make it happen.
Let's go. Let's see if we can do it. No formation lap. We are just ready to rock and roll. 3 laps here. In Austria is underway. Here we go. Lights out. Away we go in this sprint. Let's see how we get on going into turn 1. Little bit of contact between Alonso and Leclerc there. We managed to find our way up into 4th position. Charles Leclerc is right there. We're going to go around the outside. We have not got good straight line speed here, but there's some yellow flags behind. We're in 3rd place at the moment. We've got Max Verstappen following Sergio Perez. As it stands, we need to follow them quite closely. Yeah, this is looking okay. Put it into hot lap mode to try and increase our speed a little bit wide there. That's all right. So DRS is going to be enabled straight away here.
Use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Let's see if we can do anything. Been pretty good so far. So Perez leading the way. There goes Max Verstappen. He's having a little look. We're sort of staying back here. A little bit of contact between the two of them. DRS open again. Are we able to follow Perez through here? Quite. They're still side by side, Perez and Max Verstappen. We're just staying with them. Probably don't want to overtake too quickly here. We've got Fernando Alonso right behind us as well, so we need to be just a little bit careful. So here we go then. DRS is open.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
We're already on to the final lap of this Austrian sprint race. Need to try and get this move done. Perez and Verstappen are going to be side by side here. We're going to go down the inside. It's too narrow. But we got DRS again. Verstappen hasn't. This could be us about to take the sprint victory. We're going to head round the outside. Try and hold it, and we do, and we are through. Up into the lead. Here in Austria for the sprint race. It's been a fantastic 3 laps, some great racing. And we're going to come round, and it looks like we are going to get sprint victory here in Austria. Nearly lost it there at the final corner. Max Verstappen isn't there. It's going to be Perez, but there we go. We win.
Woo! Yes! Come on, guys. Thank you so much. Such great work. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. Great points, team.
That was brilliant. Well, what a move that was at the end there. Definitely want to watch that again. Let's have a little look.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet.
Yeah, let's have a little look at this final lap. Let's see, right behind we were. Yeah, nearly went right into the back of Perez there. Had to go. Oh, so did we wipe off the front wing of Fernando Alonso? It looks like we did. A little bit lucky. That's why we were unsettled going into the corner. We headed down the inside. Let's watch this full speed. Down the inside, managed to not lock the brake too badly. Held off Perez, and Verstappen was the one in front of us, and of course we snuck straight back into the slipstream DRS, and then we went around the outside and managed to hold it ahead of Max Verstappen. So that was awesome. Really good race. But we've got another one-shot qualifying to do for the feature race, and of course the race to come.
High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Well, here we are then. We are going to try and reduce the rear wing a little bit, just to give us a little bit more straight line speed. We're going to head out there straight away and see what we can pull off for qualifying. A decent start, but it's all about holding that straight line speed. This is looking pretty decent. Leclerc goes ahead of us. Straight line speed, isn't it? But what we had in the previous session and the sprint race was great downforce through the corners. We don't seem to have that now. Oh, a little bit of wheel spin through the corner. 5th place at the moment, needed good. Final couple of corners here. Here we come round up to the line. It's going to be 5th place by the looks of it. Verstappen on pole position once again. 5th place for us. That's a better starting position than where we were for the sprint race. Be interested to see, you know, the times. 104.1, 104.2 for us. Leclerc up in 3rd. I mean, it's very, very close, isn't it? And, you know, that's what you get in one-shot qualifying. It seems to be working out pretty well. Now, are we going to be able to get the race victory? That's the big question here.
Welcome from the beautiful Styrian Mountains for another chapter in the story of the Austrian Grand Prix. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of around 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill of turn 3. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Fernando Alonso completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Norris, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Stroll, Russell, Perez, Gasly, Tsunoda, Ocon, Albon, Ricciardo, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Théo Pourchaire, Joe, and Logan Sargent. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Okay, right, let's get ourselves into the race then. And yeah, excited to see what happens. We've got 5 laps to try and get a victory here. Lights out, away we go here in Austria. It's a decent start off the grid. Fernando Alonso is the one that is going to be leading into turn 1. A little bit of contact with our teammate there.
Some damage. You might start to notice it soon.
And I think it might have been Sainz as well, making a bit of contact into turn 1, giving us a little bit of underfloor damage. Gonna have to be careful now. We throw it round the outside of our teammate, Charles Leclerc, and we are up into 4th position. Fernando Alonso is leading this Austrian Grand Prix. Verstappen and Norris are fighting it out towards turn 4 here. And we're gonna try and stay nice and close to them throughout these next few corners. Verstappen looking slow through these corners. We've got to be careful here. And Verstappen now going to have a look down the inside. This is risky from Max. Yeah, there was always going to be a little bit of contact there, but this is allowing Fernando Alonso to get away.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
There we go. We are going to be past Max Verstappen here. Better straight line speed. A little bit wide there. DRS enabled. Keep us near Lando Norris. Once again, good race pace being shown here. Well, Verstappen down to P5 at the moment. He's not having a good time from pole position, of course. But we're following Lando Norris through. Just gotta try and keep it real, keep it hooked.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Basically see if we can use each other to get up to Fernando Alonso, but...
Okay, Lewis, Lando's ahead of you now. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push, push.
Maybe we need to get past Lando here. Yeah, that's not where we wanted to be.
You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
DRS open, so a little bit of extra damage to our front wing. Not ideal, but if we can somehow get through, that'd be amazing.
Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful.
So we've got 3 laps to go here. 2.4 seconds separates ourselves and Fernando Alonso. Trouble is, we're punching a big hole in the air. Lando Norris behind. Can we close in on Fernando here? I'm not sure we can. Leclerc is there as well. Fernando doing a great job out front. He has been an awesome front runner in this race, and Leclerc has managed to get past Lando Norris, so it looks like a double podium for Ferrari. This is exactly what we want.
Okay, final lap. Let's go.
Final lap, let's go. Again, another positive result in this race, winning the sprint, finishing second in the feature. I think we can be pretty happy with that, especially if Leclerc is the one coming behind us in P3. He has got DRS here. I don't think he's going to pull a move. He is having an exploratory look down the inside, and I tell you what, he looks pretty good there. But we're going to force him out wide here, and we stay in front for now. But it's going to be Fernando Alonso that comes across the line. He's going to win here in Austria. And it's going to be us that come across the line in second place here. Very good result. Third place for Charles Leclerc as well.
Apologies for that mistake earlier on, but we live and we learn. On to the next one.
Here comes the checkered flag. All eyes on the car approaching. Your winner today, Fernando Alonso.
Well, it all came good in the end for them, but it wasn't an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but I think it shows great strength in an athlete as a driver when you can overcome a day like this and walk away still with a victory.
The Aston Martin team will be very happy with today's performance. And of course, the final result. Another display of excellent driving and excellent teamwork. And a well-deserved first place finish.
Well, very well done to Fernando Alonso. Excellent stuff. And he did lead that race fantastically well. And I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed that. That was fast, thrilling action.
It's been an absolutely wild
looks
weekend
good for the championship as well.
I can't wait to see what's next.
Keeps us above Charles Leclerc for now. We're obviously battling Russell and Piastri for P3 at the moment in the championship. 54 points behind Max Verstappen. We need to keep going. But it gets Ferrari back into the race. And, well, I'll see you for Great Britain qualifying.
Welcome along, everybody, to a venue that was built for speed. Once an airfield, now one of the finest racetracks in the world. It's qualifying day here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix.
Okay, right. Let's get into some Silverstone qualifying. Looking forward to it. I'm going to just drop the There we are, little. It all looks very good. Let's get into it. Obviously a much tougher track, I think, to get right without any practice, but we'll see what we can do here. Yeah, wow, 20th after first corner. It's usually a track I'm very fast at, so I'd be surprised if we weren't at least in the top 10. It's quite nice and very good through there. Already back up to 4th. Heading up towards Cops now. It's not bad. Now I've got to go through Maggots and Beckett's without corner cutting. Oh, wow, we nearly lost it there. I think we would have been first if we'd held the foot in, but it would have also probably been a corner cut. So just got to hold ourselves together now. Through the final couple of corners, this looks pretty good. Coming around now, up to the line. It's P7. That's not too bad considering we lost it a little bit before the hanger straight. And, well, we were 20th after the first corner. So, yeah, not bad there. We'll settle for that P7. I think that's roughly where we're going to end up.
Then, but really, we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Yeah, should have probably been P6 at the very least, but yeah, it is what it is. We get ourselves into race day and we see how much we can improve.
Welcome to not only the home of British motorsport, but also the birthplace of the Formula One World Championship. It's race day here at Silverstone, a classic on the calendar, and it's time for the British Grand Prix. The 3.6 mile long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. Edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Leclerc, Perez, Sainz, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Tsunoda, Albon, Gasly, Bottas, Théo Pourchaire, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Joe, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
Yes, they can, Crofty. You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
Right, here we go then, down on the track. Let's get ourselves straight into the race. 5 lights and 5 laps of Silverstone. Lights out, away we go here at the British Grand Prix, and it's a very good start off the grid, and we managed to get past a couple of cars as we head towards turn 1. Keep our foot to the floor, and we head down in towards the first real braking zone just behind Charles Leclerc here. And we know we have to try and stay nice and close here as Max Verstappen has taken the lead, and already we have a corner cutting warning. That is not what we wanted to see. And now you need to absolutely stay close. going to be tough here. Straight away holding it through Cops. That's nice. Oh, that's where we didn't hold it in yesterday. Managed to hold it in this time. There's Charles already starting to recharge the batteries a little bit here. Wow, well, we had to go down the inside there. We would have ended up going straight into the back of Charles. That was so close.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead.
That was a brake check and a half there. But yeah, we need to get pretty close to these guys, or we're not gonna have DRS. Luckily, we do have DRS here. But yeah, managing to get past Charles Leclerc there.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Stay with this top three. We're going to be in trouble. Yeah, managing to go through Cops. Plenty of downforce on this car. Maggots and Beckett's too wide an entry. Oh, just about managing to hold it together there. But there goes George Russell down the inside of Max Verstappen. And we have a British leader here at the British Grand Prix. Norris is currently third as well. We're fourth. So we're not far off a British 1, 2, 3 here. As we set the fastest lap of the race. Come on.
Lewis, Norris just ahead. Push for the position. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push.
So we've gained a little bit through there. That's good. DRS open now. Here we go. Sticking closely behind Lando Norris. So Russell, Verstappen, Norris. We are following. Still 2 laps to go after this one, but we need to try and stick close and maybe have a move into Stowe planned. So through Maggots and Beckett's, there is a corner cut warning now. Got to be very, very careful. We can't track extend at all now, or we'll get a 3-second penalty. There goes Verstappen on George Russell, and he is back into the lead of this race. We might have a chance on Lando Norris here, and we do go down the inside.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work.
Nicely done.
Still a long way to go, though.
So up into the podium places now. Verstappen and Russell. They're the last two that are in the way here of us winning the British Grand Prix. Capping off a very nice episode. A very successful episode.
Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
DRS open. So we're just trying to stay close to these guys. If we can do to Verstappen what we just did to Norris, and then we've got 1 lap to do the same to Russell. But we've got to make sure we keep it in track limits. Yeah, nicely done. DRS open. Got a second ahead of Lando Norris. That'll help Leclerc out a little bit. Here goes Verstappen down the inside of Russell. Well, this time Russell takes it tight and he's locked up. Russell has locked up.
Good job, nice overtake. Final lap, push, push.
So now we've got to stay with Max Verstappen. We're the last British hope. DRS will help. It'll close us in towards Max Verstappen. This would be incredible if this happened in real life. Lewis Hamilton closing in on Max Verstappen at Silverstone in a Ferrari. I think Max has got too much for us here. As much energy as we can, holding it true through Cops. Little touch of overtake and we are closing. This is brilliant. What a series of corners. DRS is open now. Here we go. Are we going to manage to get Max Verstappen here? Yes, we are. Down into Stowe corner. Absolutely brilliant down the inside of Max Verstappen. And we come round the final couple of corners. Through goes Hamilton to win the British Grand Prix.
I want to say a big thank you to all the fans here. Woo!
That was awesome. That was brilliant. Wow. George Russell locking up. I mean, we'll have to watch that again, won't we?
And Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag and once again wins.
Well, I'm sure I've seen an increased hunger, increased desire from this driver this weekend, Crofty, as they've performed in front of their home crowd. And drivers often say they feel extra energy from inside the car, and I really feel like we saw that, we witnessed it here today.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
Absolutely brilliant. Charles Leclerc on the podium as well, up in third. And, well, Max Verstappen, what an unbelievable battler he is. But, yeah, he couldn't do anything with the DRS. I'm surprised he didn't try and cut us off into the inside, but we managed to hold it on the track, and that was an awesome last few laps. Managed to pass Lando Norris for third. We then passed Russell for second, and Verstappen on the last lap for the victory. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
And that takes us up to third in the championship. It takes Ferrari to the lead of the championship. Unbelievable. Fernando Alonso only finishes ninth. Let's have a little look at this then, so you can see we're following George Russell and Max Verstappen through. And we go around the outside, but Russell locks up, and wow, I mean, he nearly took us out there, didn't he? And then Leclerc was with him. And then as we came round the lap, we closed and we closed and we closed. We just about had DRS there. That kept us within fighting distance. And then Copse Corner, absolutely flat out. And then this was where the difference was made. Through Maggots. Through Beckett's. And then up towards the Hangar Straight. We absolutely nailed it. DRS was open. We had everything going for us. And you can see the overspeed. And we headed down the inside into Stowe Corner. And that was absolutely unbelievable as a move. And then we held ourselves together through the last couple of corners. And Lewis Hamilton wins here in Great Britain. Unbelievable. Well done. And there it is. So, what an episode. And I really hope that you've enjoyed this. I mean, this has been far more exciting than I ever expected it to be. The one-shot qualifying, the 5-lap races, absolutely brilliant. And we are very much on top here, and an excellent episode of results. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and we'll see you for the next one. Leave a like if you've enjoyed, subscribe for plenty more F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye everyone.